Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of this Cobblemon Let's Play. I've made a little bit of progress off screen. I've started building the house. It's not finished, obviously, but the majority of the downstairs is finished. Obviously, the floor hasn't been done, but that's because I'm probably going to make it out of deep slate tiles, which means I need to find deep slate, which shouldn't be terribly difficult. And we could probably get that done by today, but I'm actually gonna weather clear this because I don't want there to be rain. um, yeah, but I have some upstairs to do, and there's gonna be a roof. I have the whole thing planned out, and I have the Pokeball symbol removed because I'm gonna be building it later. I'm gonna I found a design that I like, but I need to find mangrove wood, so that's I've got a lot of things I need to find. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it, at least not in this episode, but we're about to find out. So, I have some other things to talk about too. Most notably, I have some Pokemon that are actually able to evolve. While I was off screen, I was fighting Pokemon. I found an item ball that had an experience candy. Let me pull them up. Oh, these things from Cobblemon that you can find in item balls that if you give to your Pokemon will just give them a bunch of experience. And they're in the main Pokemon games, but they're also here, and they're a really good way to just quickly get experience. But what? That's a Pichu. I'm okay. Okay. Uh yeah. Give me just a second. How am I gonna do this? I just okay, ignore that. So, yeah, but we have some Pokemon that can evolve. I gave Oshawott a I can't remember if it was I think it might have been an extra I don't think it was an extra large. I think it might have been a large that I just found. And it gave him like 10 levels. And he was immediately ready to evolve. So what's fun about Cobblemon takes the evolution mechanic from the Legends game. Most of the Pokemon games, when a Pokemon is ready to evolve, they'll evolve immediately after whatever battle they can experience or whatever. Or they'll evolve immediately, basically. But I believe in the Legends Arceus, there's a mechanic where if a Pokemon's ready to evolve, so I'm going to evolve Oshawott into a Duat, and I get hard work and dedication. Look at that, right? That's cool. I like Duat. I like Duat. Duat's a cool Pokemon. We have a few more. Phantom can't. Phantom takes a while. Zigzagoon can though, and Fletchling. Oh, and Rowlet apparently. I forgot about that. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be evolving for the next second. So Zigzagoon is gonna evolve into Linoon, and then after Linoon, it's gonna be able to evolve into Obstagoon, which is what I want to turn it into because Obstagoon is sick. And then Fletchling. Fletchling is going to evolve into that other Pokemon we fought in the last episode, a Fletchingder, which is a cool looking bird. I like it too. And then we're going to get Rowlet, and I actually forgot what this one's called. It's Dartrix. Okay. Not much bigger than the normal Rowlet, which is kind of interesting, but it is a little bit bigger and a little bit cooler. Decidueye looks really cool. And yeah, I like that. Ooh, Bouffalon. Um, Yeah, so we've had some evolved Pokemon now, which is great. They get some new moves. Did anyone else get new moves? Yeah, a few of them did. I'm gonna redo some moves real quick. So, I'm gonna kill this Bouffalon, because the Pokemon can drop vanilla items, right? So a Bouffalon can drop beef, but also, or the raw, I think it's beef. Is it beef? Yeah, it's beef. Raw beef. Can drop raw beef, but it can also drop leather, which is something that I'm gonna want because I want to make a backpack. So let's try to kill this thing. And I just killed Duat. Alright, great. Let's do Legendary. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Actually, it might not be that bad. Acrobatics might kill it. Yep, there we go. Yeah, so I'm gonna want a backpack. So I have this mod called Beans Backpacks, which creates backpacks. I mentioned in the last episode. And as you can see in my inventory, there's this little backpack slot. That's where you put it. It's pretty nice. It's just 6 leather and 2 string. The string is actually I don't know what drawstring. Let's see. So I forgot to put this mod into the mod pack, but I meant to. It's called Cobblemon Integrations, which just integrates a bunch of different mods into Cobblemon, and one of them is JI, which allows me to see what Pokemon drops these things. Oh, Pineco drops them, which is nice. Caterpie, Spupa, Galvantula. A lot of the insect Pokemon drop this. I was wondering if Cottony would, but I don't think so. So, also using Cobblemon integrations. I want a healing machine. And in order to make a healing machine, I need a max revive, and in order to make a max revive, I need revives. In order for revives, I need heal powder. Heal powder you need a revival herb for, and revival herbs spawn underground in lush caves, which is gonna be potentially really hard to find. But I found out that Lilligants, Hisuian Lilligants, and Petalils drop them, which is nice. So I've just been going around killing them. I haven't gotten any of them to drop yet, but I only need 2. It tells you how rare they are. With Lilligants, they're 5% on both of them. And then for Petalils, it's 2.5%, so it's kind of rare. But again, I only need 2. And I have the honey bottles. I'm pretty disorganized, don't worry about it. I have the honey bottles to make the revives, and I have a Vivid Choke. Planted those Vivid Choke seeds, and made a few more Vivid Chokes. I only needed 1. In case I need more max revives later, I have some more Vivid Chokes. Vivid Chokes can make other things, I think. There we go. They can make other things too. They can make superb remedies, which are kind of like proto potions, right? They can upgrade certain vitamin stuff, and yeah, you can also make food out of them. So I mean, that might not be super useful. Speaking of food, you might have noticed some furniture stuff. This is from a mod called Handcrafted, which is a new furniture mod that I am trying out. Um, it adds a bunch of nice looking furniture, and cushions and stuff, and it looks really nice. I like the way it looks a lot. And yeah, one of the things is a counter. And I thought it looked really nice, and I had calcite available over in the Yellowstone biome, so I made some counters. I'm gonna put a smoker right here and a stove from Farmer's Delight. And I think I'm gonna have this kitchen hood right here too, so it looks like the smoke is going into the hood. I also have a PC, in case you didn't notice. I've caught a few Pokemon behind the scenes. I caught the Pidove in the last episode, but I caught a few more afterward, including this Paldean, I think. No, Galarian. Galarian Farfetch'd, which turns into Surfetch, so I might train that in a bit. Also a Spupa. Spupa turns into Vivian, and yeah, but if you didn't know already, Vivian has a bunch of different forms that in Cobblemon come about depending on what biome it evolves in. So I think it'd be really fun to try to get as many of those as I can. I also used some of these medicinal leeks to make this food before I got some other food ready. So with Farmer's Delight, you may have noticed I made this knife and this cutting board. You can cut up meat and stuff and other things in Farmer's Delight. Cutting up the meat allows you to essentially get more out of one meat. Like this raw mutton will turn into 4 mutton chops, but each of these mutton chops is basically one full mutton, um, which makes it really nice to more efficiently make food. And it by itself, it doesn't make as much, it doesn't restore as much hunger, but if you craft into other food items, it can be really, really helpful. Pork chops turns into bacon, minced beef turns into minced beef, and chicken cuts and mutton chops, and yeah. You can also cut up cabbage. You can't cut up onions, but you can cut up cabbage It just gives you more cabbage for one cabbage, basically. And with the stove here, you can throw items directly on the stove and they'll cook without you needing a fuel source, which is really nice. I think I'm actually gonna go. Oh, I think I'm actually gonna try to get the stove right now. Um, this is the crafting recipe. It's fairly easy. I'm just gonna need to go get some clay real quick. I'm gonna be right back. You might notice that some of my tools look like they're diminishing. It's part of the Vanilla Tweaks resource pack that one of the settings is where you can make the different tools diminish. It doesn't work with the modded tools, obviously, but it does help make it look kind of nice and more realistic with the vanilla tools. So I haphazardly planted a bunch of trees in order to get the wood for the house. Um, I kind of want to leave these trees here because I think they look kind of nice, but I did plant some spruce trees. Apparently bricks can be thrown. I think that's in the Supplementaries mod, but I don't know why you would want to do that. I have this mod that's called Visual Workbench, which makes the workbench kind of interesting, or the crafting table, I guess. It looks a lot nicer. It keeps the items that you have in the crafting table, and you can see them outside of the crafting table, which kind of looks fun. And then if I grab one more brick, or all of them, I can put that in there, and it gives me an item, and that item shows up right here, which is kind of fun. And yeah, I know my inventory is kind of a mess. I want to fix it, but I need to kind of build the interior a little bit better. I might have some chests in this area, I'm not sure. I have some shelves up here that I'll be putting stuff. I'll have furnaces right here. I'm going to have these handcrafted hood pipes that are going to go up from the furnaces up into the roof, and I'm going to have like a chimney so it looks like it's, you know, letting out all the smoke. And it'll be kind of the same with the smoker. It'll be going up into the same area, so it's like it's expelling all the smoke from the furnace and the smoker. I probably shouldn't be leaving these doors open. I'm just catching Pokemon inside my house. Yeah, look at that. It leaves the items on the crafting table while I'm getting other things sorted. And there we go, we get a stove. I'm gonna put the stove right here, and it's already lit. That's great. So I can put these items on like it's a campfire and they'll cook right there. Cook in the same way a campfire would, and I think with the same recipes. You might also notice that I have this sleeping bag. It's just a portable bed that won't reset my spawn location, so I'm going to be putting a bed up here. This will be my little bedroom opening area. Um, and that's going to be where my spawn point's going to be. But if I'm out adventuring, doing whatever, I can use a sleeping bag to sleep really quickly so I can just skip the night, if I want to skip the night. Also, there's Young Goose. There was a add-on that I had, or that I still have, called Mysticmons, that adds a lot of legendary Pokemon and a bunch of other Pokemon. But I think the dude who made it also created a add-on called Alolamons, which just adds a lot of the Pokemon from Alola. And its model's a little bit bugged, but I don't know, it's still kind of good. From my experience, if you have a stove with Pokemon around, they'll just jump onto the stove and die, because it's basically just a fireplace, it'll burn you. I'm gonna get rid of these Pokemon, actually. The chunk. Making a little bit of progress with the house. You might have noticed that I had these torch-looking things called sconces in my inventory. These are from Supplementaries, I'm pretty sure. They're just like the metal hanging torches on the wall. It's a pretty good light source. I think it works pretty well. Get off. I think at this point I'm basically there. I'm pretty sure I'm not using any more oak wood in my design. So I just need a bunch more spruce wood. I'm gonna have andesite on the roof, which shouldn't be too hard to get. And then I'm gonna have deep slate. But other than that, that's mostly it. Oh, and the mangrove. Moving some stuff around. Put these right there. There we go, my kitchen area is basically complete at that point. I'm gonna want some more coal or more permanent fuel source. Farmer's Delight's really cool because it has all these unique food mechanics, and it also makes bowls actually useful because a lot of these food items use bowls and they're not like really bad and they're not just used for soups. Is that flax? I think that's flax. I was talking about how in the last episode I needed flax at one point for something. I remembered later what I needed it for. I needed it because I was playing Cobblemon by myself, but I was having a hard time finding Pokemon that would actually drop string, I think. But I needed string, and I think it was to make a satchel with the satchels mod. Ooh, Scatterbug, I want you. But yeah, I think I was trying to make a satchel, but I needed string, and flax gives you string according to JEI. So I wanted to get flax, but I couldn't find it. And then I just found Pokemon that drop string, so it was fine. I don't even need no. I think I'll just compost this. I think I can just find Pokemon that'll drop string by themselves. There's another Pichu. Okay, let's try not to kill this one this time. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna get Fletchinder out, and I'm gonna Ember it. Okay, that's great. I use my last Ultra Ball. Come on, bro. Yeah, let's go. I got a Pichu. That's awesome. Another thing that's cool about Farmer's Delight is that if you get wheat and a water bucket, or an egg, alternatively, you can create wheat dough. And one wheat dough turns into one bread. So instead of turning 3 wheat into one bread, you can turn essentially 1 wheat into one bread, or 3 wheat into 3 bread. Now, in Cobblemon, eggs can be kind of expensive because there's not really chickens to drop eggs. So this is kind of a painful process, but it is doable. Actually, I wonder if this would work. I probably won't keep this for long because it'll look kind of ugly. But if I can create an infinite water source next to the crafting bench, then I can use the visual workbench mod to keep my items in the workbench and more efficiently make the wheat dough. By doing that, and just this over and over again. You can also see another mod that's kind of bugging out right here. That's the wakes mod. It looks a lot better when you're in a boat. It'll create like these wakes in the water, either in front of you or more nicely in front of a boat. Sometimes it can bug out though, so it's not very pretty when it does, but it'll go away. There we go. I can put this in here and it will create a bunch of bread for me, which is very, very nice. I can use the bread to make some better food source. Wait, the freaking Zero's world map is bugging out. And I can see under the ground and all the biomes. I see deep dark right here. Why am I able to see that? Is it because I'm in a house? It's because I'm in the house. I can see under the ground when I'm in the house. That's kind of funny. How big of an advantage could that potentially be? I totally forgot that I'm probably going to need a crafting table to make this food, and it's not going to be very convenient. I might just place it like right here so it'll be a little more convenient. I don't know. Sure, we'll do that. There's this resource pack that I got between episodes that's called Held Item Descriptions, which gives descriptions for all the held items so that you can see what they do. Apparently this toxic orb poisons the holder. I don't know why you would want that, but sure. Obviously this episode isn't going to be me doing housework all day. That's not going to be very fun. So I'm going to go and do something a little more interesting. I'm going to go try to find something new. I'm going to explore an area that I haven't been to. I really want to find a mangrove forest so that I can get some mangrove wood. There's this other mod called Camera Utils that allows you to do stuff like this, which is really fun. You can add different F5s basically. So I made my F8 key into this wider further away one that I'll use while I'm boating so I can see things a little more clearly. There is an amethyst geode down there, which I'm going to want to grab some, actually. There's another mod that is going to use amethysts, so I'm gonna go grab some of that real quick. If I don't drown. I'm not gonna drown, that's fine. I don't think any of these are ready to harvest. That's not very fun. Is another geode right next to it? If I don't drown. Okay, we didn't drown. I think these are more ready to harvest, though. Let's see. Yes! All I needed was that. What I want to make is a Spyglass, and I only need 1 shard for that. There's a lot of things underneath here. Here's some Megamons geodes. It has a specific name for the material, but I forgot what it was, so let's go find out. It's kind of scary because Tectonics makes the... Oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. That's actually really bad. Never mind. Never mind, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Oh! Uh-oh, that was bad. That was really bad. I almost died immediately. What was that? Did I see something down there? I think I did. Okay, whatever. That was really bad. That was really close. I'm alive though, it's fine. Oh shoot, what's Ghastly doing here? So one of the things that I need... Hey Ghastly. One of the things I need for a healing machine is, as I talked about in the last episode, a gas tier. And with the interface, what's it called? Cobblemon, I can't remember. I'll leave a note. With the mod, it shows me that the Ghastly line, the whole thing, drops gas tiers potentially. So if I'm finding any, I'm probably going to kill them just because I need those in order to make a healing machine. I just need 1. Alright, he immediately died. That is not a gas tier. That is a wither skeleton skull. Boo. I'm not putting a grayscale filter on either. This is just from the wither skeleton skull. I don't know why it does that. Is that normal? I don't think that's normal, like... but I don't remember there's that thing again. I don't remember adding that in vanilla tweaks though, so I don't know why that's there. But sure, we'll go with it. Another reason why I need a healing machine is because my Pokemon have the PP points, which is weird to say, but they have those which limits how often a move can be used, and the only way that they can get more of that is by using an item like a PP up or an elixir. I think an elixir does it in order to raise that, but I don't really have access to that right now. The other way is to have them faint and then have them get back up and then just they have all their things reset, but also they die. So I don't really want that to happen. But at this point, I'm getting closer to making that happen. One thing that I didn't mention in the last episode, I think, was the 3rd world gen mod that I had. I have Terralith and Tectonic, but I also have continents. And continents just makes the oceans really, really big, and the land masses more connected, so they feel more like they're continents separated by massive oceans. That combined with Terralith and Tectonic makes for some really, really interesting but also semi-realistic world generation. And also somehow they all are compatible. There are lush berries on that Sky Island. I wonder if revival herbs spawn on that. I'm finding a lot of the underwater temples because of the continents mod. Because the oceans are so big, so there's so many of them spawning. But also the guardians aren't spawning because I disabled all the vanilla mobs. So there's not really anything happening with it. It's just kind of there for me to gather Prismarine if I ever wanted it, which I don't imagine I really would. I can't think of anything that I would want to build with Prismarine right now. I'm gonna skip ahead until I find some land. This is gonna take a while. Guys, this took me really long, or it felt really long. It felt like an eternity. It probably was only like 10 minutes, but it felt really long. I traveled all the way over here. Look at that. And all it is is this tiny island. You have to be kidding me. This is awful. It's not that bad. This is a taiga biome. Also some birch trees, which is fun. But I think, is Seedot one of the Pokemon that drop strings? If they are, then this Seedot is not gonna live for very much longer. And it doesn't. Gosh freaking dang it. Okay. Well, maybe I'll find something else. Guess what, Weedle? Your days are numbered. Ooh, one shot. That's rough. And it drops string. Let's go. Okay. This might not be that hard. Yeah, another string. Okay. Easy enough. So there is this Spring Sky Islands, and I wonder if it has some interesting Pokemon or something. Because it's like full of cherry and stuff. So like maybe it's cool. I don't know. I'm gonna go check it out. What kind of wood is this? Oh, it's dark oak. That's cool. Be cool if one of these had mangrove, because that'd be really, really useful. I should probably be gathering more apricorns than I am. I want to get apricorn seeds so I can make a proper orchard of them. What do I get? Ooh, XP candy. Let's go to Natu. Natu hasn't been getting very much experience. There we go. Is that a Munchlax? That's crazy. Level 30 too. That thing's really high level actually. Maybe I can get it. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, okay. I need to travel all the way back over there if I want to get to my house. That sucks. Okay, I think I'm gonna go start heading back. I wasn't able to really get much done, but I'm gonna go through an area that I haven't been yet. So I can hopefully maybe discover something else along the way. Hopefully that something else is a mangrove biome. I went all the way over here, hoping to find something other than these underwater temples, and I didn't find anything. I found nothing. I'm just back at the normal mainland. That's where my house is. And like, there's nothing except for islands that I'm not really interested in. I'm probably going to explore more of this continent just because there's a bunch of it that I haven't explored yet, but also, that's kind of lame. That's kind of lame. I didn't realize the oceans would be this massive. Um, but I am also curious to see what the rest of this map looks like. Traveling by boat is really kind of slow, but one thing that I think is really going to help is I have this mod called Cobblemounts, which is a mod that a community member in the Cobblemon community made in order to allow the player to ride Pokemon. The original mod has you able to ride every single Pokemon, which is kind of weird, but then there's some configuration you can do to make it so that only certain Pokemon can be ridden. Currently, none of the Pokemon that I have can be ridden, but I think maybe when Fletchinder evolves into Talonflame, it can be ridden. If it can't, I do have a Rookidee in my PC that I'll probably evolve into a Corviknight, and the Corviknight you can ride, which would be pretty cool. But if you can ride a flying Pokemon, right? You can ride a lot of different Pokemon, but if you can ride a flying type Pokemon, they'll be able to fly, which is really cool because it provides for a nice, new, and quick way to like travel around the place. So I'll be able to explore much easier when I get a Pokemon that can fly, I think. And if it's not that fast, I can always just go into the config file and change it myself to make them faster. It's kind of cheating, but also it's kind of funny. Oh shoot, there's Deep Slate up there. I don't even need to go in the underground. I probably will at some point still, but like, I don't need to. I can just grab it from this right now. I don't know exactly how much Deep Slate I'm gonna need, but I can always come back for more, so I'll just grab a decent amount and then go back, probably. I've been pretty busy recently. I'm in school still. I'm about to graduate, but I am still in school, so I have homework stuff and whatnot. Still wanted to make time to record a video though, because it's fun. It is fun. I enjoy doing it. Look at that. That's cool. This is cool. This is a cool world, right? Look at that. That's freaking Yellowstone down there. We have that thing, that little creature, and that one too. What? You're weird. What are you? Darmanitan. I think I want you to die. What? You can do that? It one-shot my Duat. That's screwed up. Why'd you do that? No. This idiot. What does he think he's doing? What do you think you're doing, bud? Yeah, I actually killed it. Got some experience for Dartrix and Lanoon though. So that's pretty good. Okay, I just broke my pickaxe, so I think that might be enough, honestly. I'm probably gonna start heading back. Okay, I'm back home. I'm gonna be working on the house one last time before night. When it turns nighttime, I want to show one last thing, and that'll probably be the end of the video. I'm gonna craft a stone cutter, if I can find the recipe. There we go. Yeah, so I need stone. I need 3 stone and an ingot of iron. That way I can make deep slate tiles. And I don't know if this will be enough to do the floors. Maybe it will. I don't know. There we go. That's fun. Put it right there for now. Okay, I'm gonna turn all of these. I don't know all of them, but probably most of them. Let's just do all of them. I doubt we'll have enough. I remember like a week or so ago. Oh, this is totally not gonna be enough. That's hilarious. I totally underestimated. It's fine. I remember like a week ago or something. I saw the trailer for the Pokemon Legends ZA game that's gonna be coming out, and I was like very excited. I remember watching with my sister, who's kind of into Pokemon, and I just remember telling her about how it's a Pokemon Legends game based off of Generation 6. Generation 6 is probably one of my favorite Pokemon generations. I mentioned this in the last episode that I grew up on Gen 5 and Gen 6. So seeing a Pokemon Legends game based off of Gen 6 is going to be very, very fun. Unfortunately, it's supposed to come out in 2025, and I'm going to be gone. Petalil, I'm going to kill you. I'm not going to be able to play that game until after I come back, which will be like a year after it already came out. So, these things need to drop the revival herbs. But yeah, I am very excited about that game. Game Freak has had a bit of an issue recently because they've been releasing half unfinished games. And it's been somewhat disappointing, but this one looks like it's going to be pretty good. They're not really speeding up the process very much because it's still going to be like a year until it releases. I assume that if you're watching this video and you're interested in Cobblemon, that you're probably a Pokemon fan. So I'm interested to hear what other people think about the new Legends game that's gonna be coming out. Nighttime's coming soon, so I'm gonna show one last thing when it does come, and then I'm gonna end the video for today. Also, I think I just saw a Tepig. I did see a Tepig. What? You're a little freaking idiot. Look how stupid he looks. I'm catching, bro. And he killed my Dartrix. Gosh dang it. I don't know if those will catch him, but I'll try. He did not catch him and he instantly killed my man. That's great. Alright, Dua. Ooh, that's low. Oh my gosh! He insta-killed my Dua. What the heck? It might just die before I can catch it. And it killed my fletching there. That's messed up. Alright. That was my last one. Like, I don't even know. I'm sorry, bro, but you can't do that. I don't even... Okay, well, I think I am, like, upset. Not like seriously, but like I'm done. I think I'm gonna show the feature that I was planning to show off in the next episode. I do not have the motivation to do it right now. It is really late for me, so I'm gonna go to bed and I'm gonna leave the video off here. I hope it was not too boring, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, then you can leave a like. I don't really care. Again, like I said last time, I don't really care what you do. I'm just here to have fun. If you have any suggestions for what I can do in this series, then you can leave them in the comments. That'd be great. But also, just I hope you're having a good day, and if you're not, I hope things get better for you, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye bye. I can't believe that Tepig, bro.